couple kept whispering in German at my laundromat. Then I realized they were setting me up. Have you ever had someone talk about you in a language they think you don't know? I work nights at a 24-hour laundromat in a college town. After midnight, it's quiet, just machines humming and me on my phone. Then a couple started coming in every Tuesday around 2 a.m. They looked like students, nice backpacks, clean clothes, laptops on the table like they belonged there. They spoke German the whole time, low and fast, like they were hiding something. They always used the same two washers in the back, number 7 and number 8. They'd roll in with 2 black duffel bags, load them, sit close, and whisper until the cycles ended. At first, I didn't care. Then, on the 3rd week, I heard my name. My dad was Air Force, and we lived in Germany when I was a kid, so I catch more than people expect. The guy said, "The night girl never looks up, always on her phone. Perfect." The girl answered, "Nobody will notice. Same time next week." They both laughed under their breath. I kept my face blank and kept scrolling, but my hands were sweating. After that, I watched their routine. Their bags never looked like real laundry. No heavy, wet slump. They didn't even smell like detergent when they opened them. And every time, they left with bags that were almost the same, but not the exact ones they brought in. One had a different zipper pull. Another had a small tear that wasn't there before. They also paid with exact change, every single time, and never asked for a receipt. The girl kept checking the front door like she expected trouble. The guy kept checking me like he was testing if I was as distracted as they hoped. The next Tuesday, I set a trap. I hit record on my phone and left it on the folding table near their machines. Then I walked away like I was cleaning the bathroom. Later, sitting in my car, I played the recording back. My blood went cold. The guy said, "If police come, we say the American girl is the one running it." The girl said, "She works nights. She needs money. Nobody will believe her." Then they said my name again, like they were picking me on purpose. I sat there staring at the laundromat sign and realized they weren't just being shady, they were setting me up. For the next week, I started collecting proof. I wrote down the exact time they arrived and left. I took quick photos of the bags when they weren't looking. I got a clear shot of their license plate when they parked under the streetlight. One night, Klaus walked up to the counter and asked for quarters, smiling like we were friends. My heart was racing, but I counted the coins slow. Petra stood behind him watching my hands, like she was checking if I'd slip up. When they went back to the machines, they whispered even lower, and Klaus glanced over his shoulder at me twice. I also searched their faces online and found their names through a tagged photo, Klaus and Petra. By the next Tuesday, I knew I had to move first. An hour before they usually showed up, I called the police non-emergency line. I told them the same couple kept coming in to swap duffel bags, paying cash, acting like it was a handoff. I said I was afraid they'd blame me if something happened. A few minutes later, officers pulled into the lot with their lights off. 2 came inside and used machines on the other side like regular customers. Another stayed near the door watching the parking lot. One officer asked, "Are you sure they're coming?" I nodded and pointed at the clock. At 2:03 a.m., their car rolled in like always. Klaus walked in first with 1 duffel in each hand. Petra followed close behind, eyes scanning the room. They froze when they saw other people inside. Klaus tried to play it off and headed straight for washers 7 and 8 anyway. An officer stepped in front of them and asked for ID. Klaus's face changed fast. He started talking rapid German and pointed hard at me. He said, "She knows. She helps us." Petra nodded too fast, like they'd practiced it. The officer looked at me, waiting to see if I'd break. I took 1 step forward and answered in German, "I understood you every week. You planned to blame me if police came." Klaus went white. Petra grabbed his sleeve. Klaus stumbled back and hit the washer with his hip. The officers told them to put the bags down and turn around. When Klaus hesitated, an officer grabbed his wrist and cuffed him. Petra tried to speak over everyone, but her voice shook. The bags hit the floor with a heavy thud, and when an officer unzipped one, it was packed tight with sealed bundles and small bottles, not clothes. Now my boss is saying I went too far by recording them. Was I wrong?